Picture yourself on a normal day at your local convenience store. Suddenly, gunshots ring out, and there are 3 people lying dead on the floor. 2 of these people were innocent shoppers, and the third is the crazed gunman that shot them down. As the gunman was focusing on his third target, a law-abiding citizen in the store pulls his sidearm and prevents any further casualties. Now, imagine if this had happened in a gun-free zone. How many deaths could there have been? The law-abiding citizen would have been equally helpless against said criminal as the rest of the shoppers in the store. Today I will be discussing the topic of carrying a firearm. We'll be discussing such things as police responsibilities, crime rates, and personal defense. According to an article in Chicago Sun-Times, the average police response time to a Priority 1 call in 2012 was 3.46 minutes. This was the lowest time response I could find. The majority across the nation ranged from about 7 to 10 minutes. As we have recently seen, and in the past, mass shootings can take only a few minutes or well over an hour. The Aurora shooting in Colorado took only about 3 minutes. The Newtown, Connecticut shooting took about 10 minutes, and the Columbine shooting took about 49 minutes. There is no guarantee that police can stop a mass shooting, and there is no legal obligation of police to protect us in the first place. Banning gun ownership and right to carry will increase firearm-related crime rates. Criminals will always have access to guns. They can be acquired through a number of means which cannot be regulated. Such means would include the black market, gun trafficking, and underground production of firearms. Without guns, the law-abiding citizen cannot provide an adequate match when he is placed in a situation where he needs to defend against them. My final point. Gun ownership is not mainly about sport and recreation, but it is about self-defense and defense against government. The fathers of this country indicated that the power should be in the people's hands, not in the government's. Thomas Jefferson once said, "When government fears the people, there is liberty. When the people fear the government, there is tyranny." This quote strongly points out that the government should not have authority outside of the people's will. It is by the people, for the people. That's how it should be. People also need the right to protect themselves and their families against their fellow citizens. They should not be expected to rely on local law enforcement to keep them safe. Now that we have learned a few of the factors of firearm self-defense, such as law enforcement, criminal ownership, and personal defense, it is time to make your decision. Will you take on the responsibility of carrying a sidearm to protect your fellow countrymen?